We got Craig.
Okay.
We got
Yark.
Yeah.
And I'll say it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time. It was like not until I was actually doing the edit this week that I realized that Geark is Craig spelled backwards.
Oh,
Oh,
that does make sense.
I'm embarrassed for you.
you should be embarrassed for all of us, Anna. We all are looking at it's like, oh. Well, where we had last left off was Mad Clyde laughing at Joe for calling him and his group incompetent, and was oh dear, I just sent go back. Don't mind me. This is fine. Just fixing my there you go. My initiative orders here. Had you guys all roll for initiative as you had encountered Mad Clyde, Arthur, and Eugene all setting up a bomb under this last tower that you guys have. Thomas, Joe's brother, is currently unconscious, tied up against a far wall. Going from the top of the initiative order is Mako.
All right. Yeah. See, remind me. So Clyde is just taunting us. The other two are actually setting up the bomb.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go for one of them. Whoever's closer.
They are both equal distance. You have Arthur, who is the human man that was if you recall correctly, a fire sorcerer, and then Eugene was the assassin in the train.
I think I'll go for Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Kin's still out of action, so I'm just gonna head in with my glaive. 3 attacks. First one is a 22.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Second one is a 24.
Yep.
And the bonus action is a 28. All right.
Well, yes.
Nice.
All right. We got 11 damage on the first.
Okay.
12 damage on the second.
Okay.
And 9 damage on the third.
Okay. So
I'm gonna save my remaining combat maneuvers. I think. I don't think any of these are gonna do a lot right now, so I'll just do So those are my 3 attacks, as I'm all up in there.
nice. Yeah, he's definitely you have his attention.
All right.
All right. From there, next up in initiative order is actually Kitasha.
All right. How far away are they?
They are about 15 feet from you guys. Well, Clyde is about 15 feet. Arthur and Eugene are about 20 feet, along with all of the nitroglycerin bombs.
So what I'm hearing is I can't do Thunder Wave.
Probably not the best idea.
Wouldn't recommend.
But you do you. You do you. Who am I to stop Kitasha?
We're going to go ahead and do a level 3 Chaos Bolt against Eugene.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to do, since they worked so well last time, we're going to take out my normal dice. There we go. Get you back. That's a 19 on the die plus 7, so 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, I need to open this so I can actually read this correctly. Okay, so 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 3d6?
Sounds like a lot of dice.
Plus 3d6, okay. We're going to do the force damage. So that is 6 plus 3d6. Don't roll my dice, cat. Those were all 5s. So that's 21 force damage to you.
Nice.
Okay.
And for the hell of it, Arthur is going to get 4 lightning damage due to Heart of the Storm.
Alrighty. Yeah, that lightning strikes pretty good into Eugene. He's still standing pretty well, though definitely a bit shocked, and you watch as the static sparks across from him to Arthur, adding a zap on top of the glaive strikes that Arthur's been taking. Anything else with your turn?
I don't think so. Kitasha doesn't really have a lot of bonus actions she can do. Oh, I guess there's Tempestuous, but we're just going to hold off on that.
Okay. Then it's going to go to Mad Clyde's turn. And he is going to move straight for Joe.
Yeah, he would.
And he's got a multi-attack. He's going to hit you with a couple unarmed strikes
Okay.
here. Ooh, that's definitely not going to hit. That's a 10.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's a nat 20
That's-
plus 7, so that's a 27.
That'll just hit.
Yeah. And this last one is a 19.
19 will also hit.
Okay. You get my dice here. Don't mind me. You're fine, Joe. Don't worry about it. It will be right as rain once I can get my dice out. There we go. That's too big of a dice. So that first one's going to be 16 damage.
Joe's not looking too good.
What?
Then that second hit is going to be another 8.
Joe is down to about 10 HP.
Oof. All right.
What'd you do that for?
He's going to smirk at you, Joe, as he delivers these hits.
Joe just looks at him and says, you dare lay a hand on me after everything you've done. You will live to regret that.
From here, sorry, Joe, you rolled so poorly last session. It's now Arthur's turn, who's going to kind of turn away from the bomb to face Mako here. Just check here really fast.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
Mako,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to cast a wall of fire directly where you're standing.
Oof. All right.
So he's going to try to block you and everyone else off from getting in with wall of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can do. That's a botch.
No.
All right.
22. So, Mako, you take 29 damage, fire damage.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
All right. So, yeah, fun times to be had there. And he'll kind of take that as a moment to be like, okay, I'm going back to this, and starts trying to set up the bomb some more, using this as cover. It's now Eugene's turn, and he is, where is his character sheet? Hold on, it's there somewhere.
Oh no, he doesn't exist.
Oh, there he is. Okay. He is gonna take his crossbow from his hip, and he's gonna shoot at Kitasha through the flames.
Why not? I did nothing.
Does an 18 hit?
Boo. Yes, it does.
Can we say canonically for this fight that Through the Fire and the Flames is just playing in the background?
You know it. That's gonna be 6 damage to Kitasha.
Only 6? Okay.
And he is going to continue using the shielding from the wall of fire to continue working on the bomb. And we have finally made it to Joe's turn.
Yeah, options abound. I could heal myself.
You
I
should.
should maybe heal myself. And even with that, I could just do a first or second level cure wounds, or I could switch it up and drop my final third level spell slot of Aura of Vitality. But that is concentration, and that may be tricky right now. So I think I'll start by healing myself with the second level slot, because I've still got a couple of those left. So for my main action, it will be casting Cure Wounds on self. Rolled 13, so okay, I heal up for 13. Perfect. Apply changes. Okay, now I'm up to 24 health, which isn't terrible. And then as my bonus action, I'll say you're not even worth my time. And I'm going to say, Hercules, fetch, and just point directly at this guy's leg. So I want Hercules to run forward and make an attack, which is a +9 to hit. Okay. How do I roll dice on here? Dice. Did it work? Have I rolled anything? There we go. There.
Oh, wait.
Something
there it
happened.
is.
Okay. 6 + 9 is 15.
It just misses.
No! D&D Beyond, why you gotta be terrible?
So
Alright,
close.
that's my turn.
Alright, Hercules is engaging. Alright, we're at the top of the initiative. Back to Mako.
All right.
You want to get out of that fire?
Yeah, is
And
the
the
wall
flames.
between me and Arthur? Is that what's going on?
You're currently inside the firewall.
Okay. Is there a consequence to me just stepping out?
No,
Like-
so you need to be you need to step out of it with you can't be within 10 feet.
I can be on his side though, right?
You could be on his side.
All right, I'm gonna get on his side. All right. I had almost hoped that it was between us, and it would be funny because I could jump over it. But yeah, so I'll slip out, and I'm like, that was rude. I'm gonna hit you again. And I'm gonna do 3 more attacks against him.
Alrighty.
Starting with a 22, a 16.
Okay.
And then lastly only 11. That one misses.
Okay, the last one misses. But you
Alright.
hit with the other 2. I also need to roll for his concentration.
We get the damage to see if it matters. That is 15 damage and 16 damage. Almost max on both. Or max on one, almost max on the other one. And let's see. Actually, so that got his attention last time. So this time I'm going to.
My dude.
Oh.
This is a wizard. This is a wizard. You just hit his full lethal, non-lethal. That's what I'm asking you now. The firewall goes out. I shouldn't have even bothered to roll that concentration check. It's a wizard, my man.
Man, I feel like these guys should be non-lethal, only to give Joe that opportunity, that choice. So yeah, non-lethal. Cinematically, this guy throws a wall of fire. I step out and just dispatch him.
Let's go.
Just like, all right.
I like to imagine this. You hit him with one side of the glaive, and then you turn around, hit him with the butt of it, and he just plops over.
There. And then, with the remaining of my movement, because I only use like 5 feet to get out of it, I'm trying to decide. I think I would like to dart back and back up Joe. So I'll try and get to a spot where I am a threat to Clyde.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to move further up there, and we'll, as you're doing that, go over to Kitasha.
A wizard's dead. Eugene is still alive somehow.
Oh yeah, Eugene's still alive. Listen, the wizard just took 68 points of damage in in a turn, really.
And
Yeah.
That's our Mako.
This is what I was built to do.
Careful, Mako. You're gonna make this a much, much shorter session than it was meant to be.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I need to do a 5th level chaos bolt, because all of my other big spells I can't do here. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna do a 5th level chaos bolt.
To Eugene or to Mad Clyde?
Oh, I guess both of those guys are still up.
Yeah, Mad Clyde is the one that just bashed in Joe's face a little bit.
Yeah, I think you probably keep going on Eugene because they're still trying to get the bomb going.
Okay. Sure. Does a 22 hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do doubles do fancy things. Hang on.
Ooh.
If you roll the number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it. Make a new attack roll against the new target and new damage roll, which could cause the energy to jump again.
All right.
And
go for it.
This is force damage again. So this is going to Clyde. There's no one else.
Unless you want to hit a team
Yeah,
out, I guess.
go for it. Yeah, you could always go after Joe.
He's pretty low.
Does a 27 with a natural 20 hit Clyde?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we're gonna do a new set of the. Here we go. Another double? No, but that's okay.
Alright.
Interesting. Okay. So the first set of damage was force, and the second set towards Clyde is either going to be acid or poison.
Okay.
We're going to go poison because it's going from a grung to a dwarf. And the force
That
damage
sounds
is
pretty
just
good.
going to wick
That's good.
his mucus secretions onto Mad Clyde. Okay, so this is
Hold on, if you're doing that, I need to roll
there's
something
going to
really
be
quick.
math.
Sorry.
There's going to be a lot of math. So we have the initial 8 damage plus 5d6 going to
This is to
Eugene.
Mhm.
So that is 23 damage to Eugene.
Okay. 23, including the 8.
That is the 8 plus 15.
Okay.
And that is force damage to Eugene.
Alrighty.
And then now towards Clyde, poison damage. 29
forget-
poison damage.
Don't forget, because you crit on that, you do double
What?
damage. Because spells can crit too.
That's right. So his is
And another 5d6.
another 5d6. Okay. Am I doubling or do you want me to roll again? Because right now we're sitting
I
at
think
44 plus 7, 51 damage.
you know what? I like that. Let's do the 51 there. We'll just
I
before we've
understand
been
that
doing
it's
just
halved
rolling.
because he's probably that kind of dwarf, but still.
I'm still liking it a lot. This is
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome. Like Chaos Bot sure is chaotic.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, there's definitely some resistance with him being a dwarf. But you definitely hit him hard. But here's the thing about that, Kitasha.
He
When you
likes
hit
me.
someone hard,
They die.
no, they turn their attention towards you.
No, they die.
No.
I just baby. I'm so far away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as this chaos bolt hits him, his gaze is gonna quickly snap to you. And he's gonna rush towards you.
Oh, he's leaving my attack radius, so I'm gonna smack
And
him.
also, he's
Go
leaving
for it.
Hercules'.
Mm-hmm. This is not a smart
Yeah.
man. I need you guys to know that.
Hercules.
He's mad. Crit!
And Hercules had a 23.
Alright.
See, Michaela, you jinxed it by saying this is going to be a shorter fight.
Alright, so it's 16 plus another 10, so that's 26, and because, why not? I'm going to throw on a trip attack. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Let me double check. Yeah. Trip attack is DC 17 strength saving throw.
He is tripped, he is prone.
Alright, so he trips and takes an additional 5, so what was that total there? So for the total for that attack was 26, 31 damage from that attack, and he's prone.
Yep. What did Hercules roll?
Hercules rolled 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And rolled a total of 8 damage.
I'm gonna just sit here right now. Nice. He's taking 69 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna use what's left of his movement to stand back up and turn his gaze to Mako. And it's gonna be Joe's turn. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Eugene's turn. Eugene is still there.
Is it?
Eugene's still
He's got a
alive.
big hole in his chest, but otherwise doing great.
He wasn't the one that took the crit.
Oh, okay.
If he took the crit, yes. Eugene is gonna see what's going on over there. And he's going to he's gonna leave the bomb. And he is going to go ahead and run towards Mako.
Alright.
To try and intercept here. And he's going to hit you twice with a short sword.
Go for it.
First one is a 16.
Hits.
Second one is only a 12.
Misses.
Okay, first one hits. I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Decent of those. Passes, 18.
Nice. Okay, you'll only take half damage from the poison. You also took minimum damage from the initial piercing damage, which is 4. Let me roll this poison damage that you're going to take half of. Where's my dice? There it is. Okay, so that was 20, but you'll only take half, so 10 poison damage.
So total 14 for that attack.
Yep. I rolled 4 2s in a row. That's why I stopped there for a moment where I was just like, oh, we have fun here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eugene is now in this fight, and now we're gonna turn to
Okay.
Joe.
So
Joe.
how's Clyde
Good.
looking?
Let's see. Nice. He's looking bloodied, but he's still got some pep in his step.
Okay.
He's looking around very, like, manic.
I'm gonna attempt a second. Oh, interesting. Wait, that was the. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt a. He's out of my melee range, so I'll attempt a couple of shots with my pistol.
Okay.
So, I realized last session that my pistol should have the repeating shot infusion, where it might automatically generates its own ammo as like part of my thing, which gives it also a +1 to attack and damage. That apparently just isn't on here, and I haven't figured out how to get it on yet. I've been trying to mess around with the artificer settings anyway. So basically, every number I'll just add 1 to whatever I roll for both attack and.
That's fine.
So the first one would be 25 turn 26.
That'll
And the
hit.
second shot, I'll just roll that now real quick. 21 turn to 22. Okay, so
Yep, both of those hit.
Okay, so the first attack does 10 damage, and the second attack does 8 damage.
Okay.
As I fire off 2 shots, and Joe says, Clyde, why are you taking your eyes off me? Don't look at my allies.
How come you never look at me?
Don't look at my allies. We've got business here. And then I don't know if we can have like a conversation mid combat if you'll permit it, but just I think Joe will say
It's all good. We'll freeze, initiative time here.
Yeah. Joe just says to him, almost like, I think Joe puts almost a bit of pity into his voice, and says, "You've been spending all this effort and resources and time for what? Just to set some bombs in the city? What's the end game here?"
You pathetic little rat. You think this is all that matters? We will set this whole world on fire before it all burns to the new world to be imagined. We'll rise as gods.
Well, in that case, rest assured that your death will be much like your life, sad and pointless. Hercules, get him. And I'll send Hercules in again. Let's do a roll. 13 plus 9 is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Let's go, Hercules. Hercules does 9 damage.
Okay, so we're gonna do this in 2 ways here. How does Hercules deal the fatal blow to Clyde, but Clyde will not die immediately?
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I reckon. Yeah, Joe says what he says and says Hercules get him, and Hercules will do like a full on like bite into the shoulder height tackle because he's a pretty big dog, and I reckon he goes straight big chomp into the shoulder and almost like knocks him straight into the floor. And Joe just says, "Good robot dog thing."
Man, even in this moment, Joe is still so awkward.
Joe is Joeing.
Joe was just showing. All right, as this is happening at the same time, Mako.
All right. Now it's time to turn my attention. All right, and I will turn and attack. I had forgotten his name. He's so
Yuji.
He was so useless on that train that you're just like.
I wonder if that's like an in-character thing where Mako turns like, I don't even know who you are. You're that insignificant to me. All right, 3 attacks. 27.
Yup.
29.
Yup. Is the glaive a crit on a 19 or is it just 20?
No.
Okay.
Just 20. I am not. I'm not a
great
champion.
weapon or
No,
champion or great weapon master.
All 3 of those hit.
All right, that is 12 damage for the first. 16 damage for the second, and 8 damage for the third.
All right, Mako. Let's hear. How do you kill this grung?
I think this is going to be non-lethal because
non-lethal. Yes.
non-lethal just because this is Joe's call to make. And I'll just it's like literally like this grung just tried to stab me with a poison blade, and I basically shrugged it off. I just turn around and just honestly, I think like I'll like just smack him with the I'll hit him twice with the glaive, and then as he's like dazed, I'll just knock him in the back in the head with the butt of my glaive, knock him out.
Nice.
As the fight concludes, really quick, Mako, do you do anything with the 2 that you've knocked out?
I would like to start restraining them, so that they are not waking up.
Mhm.
And also I would like to offer this to Joe if he wants it. Like I'll just say, now that they're incapacitated, if you think it would be useful, I'd like to reach into one of their minds to figure out if there's any other damage that's going to be happening. Like they seem to have, or Clyde seemed to have bigger plans. I think we should know about them.
Yes, I think that would be wise. Do I get a sense that any of these 3 is particularly in charge? Maybe based on their the way that they were interacting with each other or with us.
Clyde was definitely the one in charge of the 3.
All right.
Yeah, Joe says, search this one, see if there's anything useful in there. Maybe he can. Maybe he'll have more function in life as a tool for us rather than anything else.
Are you saying to search Clyde, who you did lethal damage to?
Yes, you did say he wouldn't be dying yet, unless.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was before.
Yeah, don't worry about it because that's gonna be a perfect timing for this.
All right.
Mako, do you approach Clyde?
I do, and use my my telepathy to use detect thoughts.
Okay, well I'm gonna just be real with you. You hear this both in his mind and out of his mouth as he just looks up at you, and there's blood kind of oozing from the bite in his shoulder and the shots from Joe's gun, and it's bubbling past his lips, and he's coughing it out, but he's laughing. And he goes, I think you're fast, huh? Quick little bunny rabbit. And your little stony friend. Are you fast enough to save your guild, too? As you hear a click, and you see in his hand was a detonator.
No.
Mm-mm.
And he dies.
All right. 2 things.
First of all, no, you take that back.
First thing Mako's gonna do in response to that is connect with the or connect to the relay. And one check in just to see if the Thrycreen are recovering at all and recovering enough to relay a message. And second, given that Clyde is down, probably I guess between Arthur and I forgot his name again.
The grung. Froggy McFroggerson.
Between Arthur and Eugene, I feel like Arthur might be might have more plans. This is 100% not a thing like rules I can do, but I want to know if there's something that maybe this be a thing I can do. Can I use Lick Thoughts to delve into Arthur's mind, and can I ask the Relay Network for help doing it?
Okay.
Like
you can use the Relay Network.
Because if there's information that can, one, protect the network and also protect people, I don't want to take the chance that Arthur's gonna get past my measly 13 wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's get some wisdom saves with advantage from the relay.
Just go through mine?
I'll let you roll 1 and I'll roll 1 for the relay.
Okay. So let's see. Crit! Ha!
Let's go, David.
Let's go.
My luck is exactly opposite of last session.
What's with the okay, dude? What is happening right now with all of our rolls the past 2 sessions? What is this?
This is endgame.
I'm appreciating it for this one, definitely. All right, Mako, you are able to patch in. Your
All right.
hacker voice, I'm in. There's a lot you have to like kind of in a moment cycle through as you're searching through Arthur's mind, trying to find anything useful. And you can see in this moment in the sewageways underneath the guild is the largest set of bombs. And it was a contingency. The plan was destroy all of the relays in order to cause the city to fall into chaos, then destroy the guild. And once that was all fallen, they would rise up as the new source of power. But the Burning Hands weren't the main leaders of this. You can see a figure, but more through the eyes of Arthur. He never got a moment to clearly look at this man. You can see he's tall and he's cloaked, and you can see him through Arthur's eyes as he spoke with Clyde.
Mm-mm.
And you can see wisps of magic, and you can feel a presence of magic that is so intensely strong. And Mako, I would like you to roll a history check.
Knew it.
Can do. I saved at the 16, but I also have a where is it? Tactical assessment. I can pull an extra D8 on top of that, which I will, because I'm
Mhm.
not gonna leave this a chance. Okay, 17.
His name
Alrighty.
starts with a V.
You have a weird moment. And hold on, because I have to go up here, because I did not actually plan for you to do this. See here. Where'd I put your name, my friend? Alrighty. You know, you met the man once on a train of Vernon Banworth that you remember walking past and feeling the most intensive amount of magic.
Mm.
And it feels like that now, seeing this man standing before Mad Clyde. And you also have a moment that Vernon is not the name that he gave this group. You hear Falil,
Oh,
Alistair. You can hear that name, and it is something that you can feel the fear in Arthur's mind.
I'm gonna need you to post that name to chat, because there's no way I can spell that.
That is
I've
okay.
certainly made an attempt.
Where's the... Alright. I'm gonna post it in notes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All
Right, I want to
right.
see how close I was to spelling this.
Yeah.
Oh, not too bad.
So you have a moment of realizing whoever they were working with, whoever was making some form of connection of making these people, Mad Clyde had said something about them turning into gods, and you can vaguely kind of understand through Arthur that this was something spoken of, but Arthur had doubts. Arthur had doubts about this whole plan. You could tell he did not trust this elf. But then as you're diving in, you're brought back to that plan of theirs for this city.
I guess the one question I have is would he know if Clyde's switch was on a delay or if it was it was an instant?
You have a minute.
All right. I'm gonna immediately take a deep breath as I come back out, and I immediately will say to Joe, "Radio Hella." We don't know what radio is.
Wow! Yeah, another fire genasi. It must be Hella, huh? Surprise! Hella's much older. He suddenly can live much
Hera.
longer.
Call Hera. The guild is about to explode. We have a minute. Do I know how far away the guild is via sewers? How would it be as like a survival check?
Yeah, survival check, though, you know from those mental images, you do not want to be in the sewer when this thing goes off.
16. Is there any way I could reach it in time?
You will not reach the guild in time.
Okay.
Do I have a radio that I
and-
can use still?
Yeah, you had the sending stone hooked to Hera.
Yeah, okay. I will activate that and say, get out the guild now. You have less than a minute.
And yes, similarly, I'll ask the relay network to get all the Thrycreen and ask the Thrycreen to help anyone that they can get away from that vicinity if they're not still stunned.
Yeah, Joe almost just starts yelling into this stone. Just evacuate now.
Yeah, you can hear the commotion through the other side as Hera begins yelling instructions for people to begin to evacuate. I take it, are you guys going to start rushing that way?
Joe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get topside. Let's drag these people with us just so that they're not unattended.
so while you guys are dragging the two live people, Joe will.
Actually, I can drag them myself, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Joe's gonna stoop down to Mad Clyde's bleeding out body and say, you should feel honored. You'll forever get to be remembered as a corpse that lay at my feet. Never, ever let anyone threaten my family again. And with that, I'll just roll him into whatever sewage water there is and leave.
Just
Is
face
anyone
down.
grabbing Thomas?
Oh yeah, Thomas, thank you.
Oh yeah,
I was so caught up in my vendetta.
No, while Joe is wrapped up in this, Kitasha goes over to Thomas. How far underground are we?
You're just in the sewer, so you're like 15 feet underground.
Only 15?
15, 20.
Wow.
and I could quite literally jump out of the sewer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fine.
You can jump
Mako-
out. Kitasha's gonna grab Thomas and dimension door.
Nice.
Since I don't have to see the end location, this could be bad. And gonna go topside,
Mm-hmm.
sticking on the path since that appears to follow roads. And hope
Yes.
there's not a Thrycreen driving.
You're pretty sure that none of the Thrycreen are driving yet. While they are driving, it does seem like it's still a bit of a trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, as you guys go up, you can hear the explosion. You can see the guild in the distance as you're making your way towards it. I'm assuming with these bodies in tow.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see a huge group of people outside and more stumbling out as the building begins to
We
collapse.
might not have saved everybody, but at least we may have saved some.
Okay,
And
Thomas, I
as-
need you to start standing up. I'm really tired. I can't carry you anymore. You have to stand up.
Yeah, Thomas eventually will begin to awaken and kind of look around, and upon seeing Joe and realizing he's out, did you unbind Thomas, or did you just
No,
drag him
Kitasha
up?
just grabbed him and teleported.
Thomas will look at you for a second and go, "Did you save me? The burning hands, and he seems very disoriented.
It's all over now. Are you okay, Thomas? Are you uninjured?
Just some bruises and maybe a broken rib.
Gather around just for a second, everyone. And Joe's going to.
Mako, leave those bodies behind.
Yeah. Joe's going to cast Aura of Vitality, using my final 3rd level spell slot for today. And so, basically, once per round for the next minute, so that's basically 10 times, I can do random instances of 2d6 healing. So, I will drop a couple of those to Thomas, hoping to at least get rid of any recent injuries. So if that matters, Thomas takes 10 healing. I'm going to, and then I think everyone else gets I'll say 2 instances. So the rest of us get 46 healing if my math's mathing. So Kitasha, if you need it, you get 14 healing.
Okay, I will take it.
Mako will get 13 healing. And
Alright.
Joe will also heal himself up a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are able to heal up. Are you still moving towards the guild, or have you stopped here?
This is centered on me, so we can do this while moving if necessary.
Yeah, we should get to the guild as quickly as possible because I assume that's where Hera and the guild leaders will be if the guild leaders
Yeah,
survived.
so we can say that was in the minute taken to get from one place to the next.
Yeah. And as we're walking along, Kitasha will pull from the reskinned Pearl of Power that
Mhm.
Joe made for her so long ago and is going to replenish a 3rd level spell slot.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, as you kind of rush to get your way forward, Mako just dragging these bodies. She's not even like dignifying them by putting them on her shoulders. She's just gonna give them so much cement burn. Yeah, Hera will rush forward as well as a couple other military police, and they'll immediately begin with cuffing and getting ready to throw these guys into some interrogations. And Hera and Talos will approach. Hera will begin. Alright, thank you guys for the heads up there. I think we've got just about everyone out. Luckily some of the magic users here knew some good teleportation spells and such. But we need to search the building and search through the rubble for anyone that was
Please do. We will help where we can with whatever energy we've got left.
Mega will chime in. Stay on guard. This might not be fully over. I was able to extract some information from one of the combatants. They had planned to take over in the power vacuum if once the guild was destroyed, assuming there would be. I think they planned more deaths. So there may be other forces that are coming in to take control. I don't know if they'll be scared off by the failure, but just keep in mind.
Oh, that's good to know. Where did they even get? They weren't even that big of a gang. Why would anyone want to use them?
This wasn't planned by them. I was able to get a name. Failure Elsar. Does that ring any bells for you? I think I met him on the train to New Radiance, but that was just in passing. It was a different name that he had, but it was the same presence.
What did he look like? Because I don't think Mako told us.
Mako could not really see him. He was cloaked. But
even on the train?
Not on the train. Now let me scroll back up here really quick to get his description. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. I have art. I didn't
art
post
of
it
the haunting
of the man.
Adeline character who is an elf this time.
My elf man. Yes. Hold on. This is really old art. So sorry. This is like 3 years old.
What? You prepared?
In the character art chat, you will see an elf man. He is actually beginning to gray, which is something that you guys maybe had noticed on the train. Long black hair and a vibrant purple set of eyes. Kitasha, you actually spent a couple of conversations with this man.
Oh, Vernon. Yeah, he likes red wine. He's a red wine drinker. Definitely didn't like people poking around.
If this man was on the train with us, do you think he was there to follow us, or was it just that this happened to be the first place we met him? I don't know if he is aware of our existence in any meaningful way.
He might have been there to maybe audit the Burning Hands. Remember that Burning Hands assassin was on the train as well. It may have been like a make sure this is working, check their skills.
See if they're loyal, maybe.
I would like to roll an insight check. Because I remember that he was officially there as a judge.
He was going to be observing the, he wasn't a judge for the event, but he was going to observe the expo that you were taking Edmund to.
Well, I think he actually just happened to be going to the same expo. It could have also been for Burning Hands. He's the one who is really angry. He didn't like the magic being less important. Remember, we were swimming through like the dream world, and I started monologuing a little bit. I think that's him.
Let's just focus on the immediacy of helping these people first, and then we can make plans afterwards. You guys both might notice Joe is particularly down. It's kind of
Insight check.
I guess you can do if you like.
29. Does that get anything?
I guess it's that you definitely get the sense it's something from the last few minutes, really. Even there's Joe seems angry at himself more than at the situation. As maddening as that is too, he's more angry at himself. Like maybe in just the quiet moments when he's walking off to start moving rubble and look for survivors and things like that, you can kind of maybe see it because our characters have spent a lot of time together. I think they know each other fairly well and can kind of catch through poker faces and things like that.
Kitasha will go up to Joe. Joe, are you mad because the reality of taking down Mad Clyde didn't match what you were dreaming of?
No, I'm mad because I let my anger stop me from being able to see that second detonator. If I had a clear head, I would have seen that. I know that. But I didn't, and potentially people are dead because of that, because of my own desire just to fight him and to get the last word. And so and yes, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. That's part of it, sure. But he was beyond saving. I think that was clear from the start. But for how much he put my business and my family through, I didn't have my head in the right place, and it's potentially killed some people. So, I need to find as many as.
Yeah. Well, he also wasn't he also mean to a lot of other
Yeah,
people?
he was a horrible person.
Right. So, would you be upset at anyone else being mad
I wouldn't be
and
upset.
angry and impulsive with this kind of
I
thing?
guess not. I would at least understand it.
So why can't you understand it for you?
That is a very, very good question.
Besides, we saved Thomas.
It is true. All right, I'll do some more moping later, but thank you. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. I think right now, if maybe just if I am able to help anyone with clearing some of the mess of this guild and maybe even saving a couple lives, maybe that'll make me feel better.
Yeah. Throwing rocks sometimes helped at the island too to get all the anger out, so I'm sure if you tucker yourself out, you'll feel much better. And she'll move
Thank you.
off.
Yeah, as you guys are having this conversation, Talos is gonna be making his way over, kind of out of breath from running amok here. You three, I need you three to come with me to check the Artificer wing. Kiza did not make it out.
Oh,
We
here we
go.
go.
Yeah.
We're
As
running
you
and
guys are racing.
Yeah, we're running.
go ahead.
Kitasha's like, doesn't he have a lift to like the sewers? Didn't we run into him?
He had a way down to the sewers, yes. Which essentially, but no, Kiza had, you are informed, gone back in after helping others evacuate because the artifacts, the Fey artifacts you guys had found were still in the building.
I swear, if Kiza got Tadashi'd,
As you guys make your way there, I would like, let's see. There's a handful of checks you can do to begin to search the rubble and try to find Kiza and the artifact. Investigation, survival, let's see. If you have some way of magic really helping you here, and you can really make it a way that makes sense, I would allow Arcana, but you need to kind of fight for that a little bit. Survival and investigation are going to be your main.
all right, I'll pop a survival.
I'll do an investigation. I think I can't think of an Arcana making sense. I got a 27 for that one.
18.
Okay.
And I cast locate object on a piece of Kiza.
Oh,
You can.
interesting.
Don't worry, guys. This only works if it's within 1,000 feet. There we go. I can sense the direction of the object as long as it's within 1,000 feet. If it's in motion, I know the direction.
Okay. Kiza is currently buried under about 15 feet of rubble.
All right, start digging.
Joe,
Yeah.
with yours, you have begun looking where you knew the artifacts were located, and there is no sign of them at all.
Oh, that's bad.
That is very
We
bad.
need.
Mako and that's a very bad.
That's not good.
It's not
Alright.
good.
That's unless someone's helping. That's a 14 to start digging stuff out. I'm pretty tapped, so I can't reroll that.
I can,
Unless someone helps me.
Kitasha will be giving the help action.
All right.
Since the locate object spell is concentrate up to 10 minutes.
15. That's better.
I use Flash of
All right,
Genius to
start.
make that a dirty 20. My last Flash of Genius
right.
of the day.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, as you guys begin digging, really quick, Kitasha and Joe, go ahead and give me perception checks really quick.
Okay. Perception. It was so close to a nat 20. That's a 6.
Mm-hmm. I expect no less from
Thank you.
Joe.
Perfect. Just making sure I can add my extra d4 for perception. Oh, good. That's not a 1. That's a 7. Okay.
How was my passive higher than both those rolls?
Total of 17, which is my passive
Okay.
perception.
That's fine. So Joe, you don't notice because you're preoccupied with the fact of the artifacts are gone.
Yeah.
Where Kiza's buried and trying to help Mako out here. As you guys begin to unearth Kiza's body, Kitasha, you realize that everyone else has been kind of pushed away from this area. They've kind of made the rest of the guild hall search elsewhere. There's a decent radius around, and you're not sure if that's a trying to protect people from finding out if one of the guild masters has died, if that is about the Fey artifact, what it is, but people are being kept away.
Insight check.
I mean, yeah.
Aw, 19.
You assume it has to do with the fact that Kiza was buried, but you're not quite sure if that is a trying to be tactful in case there are remains or what. But Mako, you are unearthing the broken robotic body.
If I remember correctly,
Mhm.
Kiza was more automata than Warforged, right?
That is at least how they appear. They didn't look like a normal Warforge.
Could Valos fix him?
Would you like to do a perception check for me? And I'll
Yes.
give you advantage on this because you dealt with Valos so much.
16.
That'll do it. As you're desperately looking at this Warforge automata, you never really were quite sure what key. You're looking at this broken body before you, kind of trying to run through the numbers, and you're just none of it is really looking repairable, and you don't even know. Wait, and you hear a tink, 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 tink.
Is it
And you're
tiny meadow Valos?
We'll get there.
I swear, if this is a Men in Black, like
Mako, one of the eye sockets, which somehow managed to not, the kind of like thick glass plane that is over the eye sockets is rattling.
all right, I'm gonna pick it up and see if, like, I don't know, like this feels bad, like I'm desecrating a corpse, but like, is there a way to like open it?
You can pull at some screws, and as you begin to do this, as soon as you loosen it enough, suddenly that piece of glass shoots through the air, spinning, and then falls a couple feet away. And you have to back up really quick as something bright pink flutters around your face. And it takes you a good moment as you hear a small voice coughing up and kind of breathing. Whew. Didn't think I would get out of there. Well, this is not exactly how I was hoping we would meet like this. Hi, I'm Kiza. Actually, as you look at this small fairy, her skin is a vibrant pink, and she has very spiky purple hair, and she is fluttering in your face. She is a couple inches tall, and I have had this piece of art hidden in my folder as far down as possible so that if anyone they would not see her. As Kiza was in fact a fairy driving this automata.
That's awesome.
Kitasha, as you realize this, your insight check clicks in and you're like, oh, that's why they kept everyone far away, because they didn't want... And you realize that at least Talos probably knew that Kiza was not actually a Warforged.
Interesting.
How did you make your voice weird?
Oh, yeah, I had a kind of a set recording of voices. It really, the speaker wasn't great, but yeah, I just kind of had a little thing of voices that I could pull from in order to get it to slowly talk, but because of the fact of, I can only press so much at once, it came out kind of slow.
Sorry, Kiza, you were my mentor. Like
Yes!
you're a fae. Why?
Yes. Surprise!
Why? Also, isn't like technology illegal in the fae realms or something?
Why do you think I'm
Okay,
here?
that does make sense actually.
Yeah, kind of, banishment situations going on. Yeah, this, personal stuff, really. Not really one to share that. That's why I knew so much about those artifacts that you guys were bringing in.
I see.
That explains that. Okay.
Wait, why did
I
you
am-
want the shell from Akamoros then? That's not technology.
No, it's just pretty. I like the color blue. I like the shells on Akamoros. They're very nice. I just didn't have an excuse to go out there.
Okay, I feel like we all probably have a lot of questions. How much do you know? Do you have inside fairy information about the stuff, the flowers and stuff?
The flowers and stuff. Well, to be honest with you, those flowers, it wasn't really my forte. I didn't really spend a lot of time with, the floral stuff. And I've been out of the Feywilds for a long time now,
I see.
actually.
And
It's been a long time. But, yeah, if I could connect you guys there somehow, I would. But, the whole banishment situation, I'm not allowed back in the Feywild.
why were you banished?
I liked this side too much.
The side?
We're not really supposed to plane hop as much as I was doing.
I see.
And, one thing led to another. I did a lot of, technological. I liked a lot of, things with artificing. And my circle wasn't too keen on that. And yeah, that was a good years ago.
You cut out for a second.
It's been a while.
How many years ago?
100, maybe? It's been a while.
You're really old.
In a way.
Natasha turns to Joe. Joe, you never ask anyone their age. Unless they're clearly a child.
Well, I've never met a fairy before, and this is all new to me, so you'll have to forgive a little apprehension and confusion.
As this is going on, Talos is approaching, and as is Yaga, the old orc woman that is the head of the sorcerer's side of the guild.
Uh-oh. Quick, Kisa, hide in my jacket.
Oh, Kiza will start to laugh. Oh, no. They know. We're okay. We're okay.
Were we the only ones kept in the dark about this? What's going on?
I would assume the other guildmasters knew, and potentially, I wouldn't imagine extend farther than that. Like we were probably in the majority in the dark.
Yeah. Considering how much disgust feels like a very strong word, but it sounds correct. Of a lot of other people here in New Dragonrook, and especially from you, Joe, it kind of makes sense.
Well, I'll turn to Keys and say, is it true that fairies eat people's eyes when they go to sleep?
Kiza looks almost for a moment like she wants to say yes, just to mess with you, but just sighs. No,
Okay.
Joe, we do not eat eyes. I've never once eaten a mortal's eyes.
Right. Okay. We're probably safe
Yes.
then.
Talos approach. I see you have met
Was
Kiza.
Kizio even your real name? We don't even know who you are anymore.
Kiza was always my name. I just, reworked it in order to make it more Warforged. That's why I was K1Z4.
I see. Okay. And can we still trust you?
I'm still the same person you knew. I'm just a little bit
And
smaller.
a secret fae who's been hiding in secret.
Yes, well, I mean, look at how the world has been in the past, 100 years. It's not like y'all have been super keen on fae folk around here.
No.
I needed a little
Well,
discretion.
now I know that you don't eat eyes. At least then I feel a bit more safe in that regard.
I think you would trust me more, Joe, considering how much time we spent
Well,
together.
that's exactly why I don't know if I can trust you, because you've been holding out, you've been secretive, so I'm just trying to recalibrate and understand where you're coming from and what we do next.
Of course. But I think there's something you should all know. When I came back, there was an elf in
What
the
do you mean
room.
came back?
He took the items.
Call
I
it
came back inside to get the Fey artifacts after we had been doing our best to evacuate everyone. I didn't want to leave those, so I wanted to come back in here and grab them when I encountered a very powerful elf. Yeah, it wasn't the rubble that destroyed my suit.
The elf's name was Faliel.
Most likely, yes. That sounds
Do you
probably
know that name?
what his name was. No, I don't, but it just sounds right, you
Right.
know. If you guys already know someone who's probably fitting the description, tall, pale, black hair, long, evil looking.
Yeah. We met him once on a train, and then I saw him through one of the Burning Hand leaders' eyes and saw them working with Burning Hands. I believe they were the benefactor organizing this entire disaster.
Okay. Well, fun fact, he now has all of those items.
Is that bad for how bad are we talking? What's
Very bad, Joe.
I understand
Well,
it's
if-
bad, but like, what do we know about his intentions other than the fact that he attacked you?
well, he wants to rework the world, Joe. We've been over this.
Yeah. Clyde seems set on being a god that falls in line with the type of magic we were feeling from
I thought that
Faliel.
was just Clyde being weird. I didn't realize. Okay.
Question. Lyle / Vernon
Mhm.
was a necromancer, correct?
Yes.
Kitasha will shrug. I mean, when you spend that much time around the dead with no real purpose, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
All right. Well, we need to find this guy and stop him soon. Probably. We're all thinking that, right? That's what. Yep. Cool. All right.
Sure. I mean,
Now that we know who he is, we have a couple new options to proceed. We can either, I don't know, if we have a way to track any of the items, that could be an option. Now that we know his name, we can potentially find him specifically. I know that there are spells that, work off names and, ideas of people. I can keep trying to pinpoint Ritsuka with my telepathic connection to him. Do we have other lines of attack here?
Before anything else, we will all need to rest because we are all battered and injured, and I have pretty much no spell energy left. I will be more useless than normal, I should say.
All right.
I mean, if you want me to track one of his items and use that to find him or one of the Fey artifacts, I will need to rest. I unfortunately use that. I can only really do that once per day. It hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I think we all need to rest before we're able to do anything else. I'm very tapped out. Like I'll need time to recharge.
We should rest probably as soon as we possibly can. I think pretty much every building of every loved one I've got in the city has been burned down, but I don't know if either of you have any favors you can cash in. Or
I might be able to get us a bed at the academy.
that would be good, just for somewhere to be safe. He's
I can probably get us a couple hotel rooms.
Actually, I could definitely get us a bed at at my old club.
that would probably be.
Oh, with Jessica Rabbit and Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
They were nice.
All right, so Kiza, do you need artificer assistance in reconstructing your shell?
I figured we could introduce them to Valos, and maybe they could work together on a. I don't know if you want a new.
In the
suit.
meantime, you could hang out inside Hercules, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those would probably be good, but for the time being, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
And
But
go ahead.
maybe you can just wear like a really oversized coat so nobody suspects that you're from the Feywilds or something.
You know what? This is perfect timing. With that comment from.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, hello. Can
There
you hear
we go.
me?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You started monologuing, and I was like, no, there's nothing.
Just no. Okay, we'll scoot a little bit closer to my mic here, just in case. Yeah, as Joe makes this comment, suddenly there seems to be almost a bubble that forms around you. It's a good 40-foot bubble. And you watch as kind of the world outside of it seems to slow as you're looking at the people around kind of almost digging through the rubble in slow motion. And
Joe, did you make this bubble?
There's no.
a rip begins to form around
That's
it.
bad.
As so many colors flood through, and it opens like a doorway. 2 Dullahan, headless horsemen, come riding out, circling, followed by another fey creature, this tall, humanoid, you presume male, his head the shape of a pumpkin, and he's kind of tilting, looking at you, and kind of steps to the side and holds his hand out back through this colorful veil as a white hand places into it, and their body kind of shifts and shapes, at one point looking masculine, feminine, somewhere in between. But they settle on feminine for right now, as a very pale white figure in a green dress steps out. Their hair is currently long, white, flowing back behind them as they step out. And they kind of blink at the scene around them. And then they lock eyes with Mako. And they just raise an eyebrow and kind of let out a laugh. And in a voice that kind of shifts between feminine and masculine, you hear, "Well, at least you're as punctual as ever, Mako." As Blake looks at you all. And that is where we'll end the session tonight.